Hello everyone and welcome back to my creative ego. So today I have yet another graduation card. So this is going to be for my godson, and I just love these twist cards. They just have some sort of like magical whimsy to them. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I am using is once again a pre-made card and envelope. So the card measures 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then another thing you might want to keep in mind is this is how my card is going to open and close. So this is how you want your card to face. And then on the inside, I'm going to cut out 2 panels of white cardstock that measure 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And this is what you're going to use to decorate or write your message on. And then you're just going to put that on the inside of the card like this with adhesive. And the next thing we're going to work on is going to be called the twist apparatus. This is basically going to be the mechanism that allows your card to do all that folding and twisting motion. And this is going to measure 2.5 by 6.5 inches. And we're going to take this and we're going to score it at 1 1/4, just like it is in the picture. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to make pencil marks, and I'm making a pencil mark at 2 inches and 4.5 inches, and then I'm going to flip it to the other side and do the same thing, pencil mark at 2 inches and 4.5 inches. Now this one seems a little bit complicated, but what I'm basically doing is I just want one straight line going through these points, and it's just going to make an X. So as you can see here, I'm trying to line it up on my scoreboard, and I actually made little pencil marks. I don't know if you can see that, but basically this is one straight line that's going to go from one point to the other, and it creates an X. So this is what it should look like. You should have one straight line down the center and then an X in the middle. And what you're going to do is you're just going to fold on these score lines. I actually like to fold both the front and the back, and I just keep folding it until it's more pliable. And as you can see here, this is the motion that I want to make to create the pattern, and the pattern's it's going to kind of look like a house, but I'll show it to you a few times. I don't really know how to explain it, so I guess looking at it would help. So eventually you'll get this shape that kind of looks like a house, and you see that the top part is a little triangle, and on the front and the back of this you're going to want to put double stick tape on here. And when we put the double stick tape on here, we're going to open up the card and we're going to place it in the center of the card. So I'm actually just eyeballing the center since I didn't use an even card. It was pre-made and was 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So you want to make sure that you're lining it up to where you want it before you actually press it down, because once you press it down, it's pretty much permanent if you have a really strong adhesive. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So I actually like to just gently tap on here at first and then open it up slowly. When I know for sure that it is where I want it to be, I'm actually going to press down on it. And as you can see here, it's completely flat. Sometimes when you make these cards, you'll have like a little gap or a little bubble right here, and you definitely do not want that. So your card should actually lay flat like this. Now we're going to take our decorative panel, the one that measured 3 by 9 inches, and we're going to score that at 2 1/4, 4.5, and 6 3/4. And when we fold this, we're actually going to fold it like in the shape of a W, like you see here. And now we need to mark out where we're actually going to put our adhesive, and we're going to do that by actually folding in the outer panel. So it just basically looks like these 2 panels right here, and we're going to align it to the center of the card, and we're going to mark on the right and the left hand side. And where I'm doing all these squiggly lines, this is where we're going to put our double stick adhesive, and as you can see, that's what I did here. And we're actually going to try to line this up again in the center like this, and then we're going to open up the flaps. And when this is completely flat, I'm actually just going to rub on the areas where the adhesive is at so it kind of sticks a little bit more. And then you're just going to open and close the card, and as you can see, it catches a little bit on the first time, but as you keep doing that, it actually starts to have a more smooth open and close function. And this is our twist card, and then you can basically decorate it any way that you want. So for the inside, if you don't have stamps or stickers, you know, you can definitely just draw everything out with a permanent marker. And then on the panel, I just added some stars, and then I used some 2017 stickers. And then for the front of the card, I'm actually going to use stickers again. I'm going to put Congrats Grad. And then you want to add your tassel, and you can actually use any tassel that you want. I have a tutorial on my channel if you're interested in these paper tassels, and it'll be under this video, or you can always buy a store-bought tassel as well. And then after you put that on there, you just want to use a paper punch and punch out a circle. This is kind of like that button that goes on top where that tassel hangs, and then the card is complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was a super fun card to make, and I hope my godson enjoys it. And please feel free to check out my channel. Thanks again so much for watching. I hope you all have a very wonderful day.